That has just gone #1 at radio. That's a look at History of Violence by the platinum-selling Canadian rockers Theory. They're out with their brand new album, Say Nothing, and band members Tyler, Dave, Dean, and Joey all join us now. Welcome and congratulations, guys. Nice to see you all again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Say Nothing, is that a little ironic, Tyler? Because you guys got a lot to say on this album.
I think that's kind of our whole point is maybe we're asking everyone else to not say anything while we're trying to say a lot, maybe? I don't know.
As a civilization, it's time to listen and not talk.
Like our mother always said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Something like that.
Yeah, my dad used to say, you've got 2 of these, 1 of these, use these twice as often. Right?
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
And you guys are, as Jeff says, saying a lot in this. You're talking specifically a lot about the political divisiveness, particularly in the States. But you guys grew up in Vancouver, right? But you're wading into those waters. And I guess, obviously, you guys decided collectively to do this.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things we noticed is that, it's happening outside of America, too, with... in Canada, also with Brexit and the UK. 3 of us live in the United States and have for quite a while, so we see it a lot when we go home, but also we tour a lot in the United States as well, so I think it's happening everywhere, I think.
Is that just kind of your growth and maturation as songwriters and as people that, you're now got a little more, I guess, of a worldview and something to say about this stuff?
Yeah, we've been doing this a long time. It's definitely a maturing of sound and writing. And
Just maturing of us as people.
yes.
But not too much.
Not too much. We're still trying not to grow up too much.
Yeah.
What was one of the first indicators that your music really resonated with people and that you had power in what you were saying?
Oh man, I mean, our last record had a song called RX on it, which was a really big hit for us. And I think it was our biggest song ever, actually, in multiple different countries. And that song talked about the opioid crisis. And we had a ton of fans come to us and say how it's helped them get through struggle and stuff like that. I think that kind of gave us a little bit of a, you know what, we could really help people. Because as a rock band, it's just about having fun. We go out there and we play loud every night, and it's quite a selfish thing in a sense. We're just, kind of do it for fun. Yeah. So when we figured out that we really could go help people as well, we dive right into it.
It became infectious almost. Like you start to see people come up to you and say stuff. Thank you for talking about this. It's so hard to talk about.
Right.
And then you're just like, well, what else is hard to talk about? We want to talk about more things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't more bands do that? That's something I hear often. It's a criticism of music right now. Is the charts are full of music that's fun and kind of uplifting, but doesn't really maybe stand for something or say something. But why don't we see more of that? Do you think?
It's scary. I think that you can alienate yourself from people, which I think is a fear. You don't want your fans to, they hear maybe a political motion from you, and then they don't agree with it, so they stop being your music fan. But
yeah, it's tough to do what we do and have a conversation about something that is just a perspective, right? So maybe it's not autobiographical. Say we have a song, History of Violence, which is about domestic abuse. And maybe that hasn't been something that I know anything about. So talking about it can be difficult because maybe it can trigger somebody. I'm like, well, how do you know?
Yeah.
So it's just scary. I think that's maybe why people don't talk about it.
On a bit of a lighter note, we heard you guys visited Abbey Road Studios.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was pretty awesome. We got to a behind-the-scenes tour. The studio manager where we were recording was friends with the studio manager at Abbey Road. So she asked us if we were interested in a behind-the-scenes look at Abbey Road Studios. And
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Count us in. We had to wake up a little earlier than normal, but yeah.
it was inspiring,
Yeah.
really. It was so cool to go in there and just see like some of the actual pianos that John Lennon played songs on. And
Did anybody sit down and start just playing Yesterday? Or
what did you play? You tried to play something.
I think I played some Jay-Z song or something.
All right, before we let you go, not only have you got the new album, but you guys are hitting the road again, right? The new tour?
Yeah, it's nonstop. I mean,
We're not going back home for a while.
No.
So right now we're in the midst of a Canadian tour, of course, always in the winter. But that's when you do it. And then we have a U.S. spring tour that starts in, when does it start? April?
Week of April?
Yeah.
April.
Yeah, Nashville. And then we can't announce it yet, but we're doing a big
It's a secret still.
And we're
Summer
super
tour.
excited about it.
Well, we'll have to
stay
wait for
tuned.
this secret. In the meantime, Theory's latest album, Say Nothing, is available now. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to see you as always. Back after break here in the morning show.